Happy New Year, guys. Alright, so today's movie review is not of a newer film. That'll be tomorrow night. Today, what I'm going to do for this week on until a while away, I'm going to do what I'm going to call the Path to Infinity Wars. Because I'm a nerd and get off my case. So I did the math and I figured if I do one Marvel movie from the Avengers universe, starting with Iron Man all the way out to Thor, or I guess Black Panther. By the time I get to the Black Panther, it's going to be time for Infinity Wars on that coming Thursday. So today's movie review is going to be on Iron Man, the first of all of these films. And probably the most successful, if you ask me. Iron Man came out, I think, probably like almost 8 years after the initial comic book push. Like, you had the X-Men, you had Spider-Man originally, and they were really successful. The sequels didn't do too well, and then you had really big flops like the Fantastic Four and Rise of the Silver Surfer. The Punisher had a push, but as good as the Tom Jane Punisher was, it didn't build up on the success. And then I think in like 2008, 2007, something like that, they came out with Iron Man and Robert Downey Jr., and they really just kind of showed what could possibly happen. Jon Favreau made this movie awesome. He took a classic comic book hero and turned it into a modern day action movie. It starts off with this war out in, wherever Stan, and you're almost intrigued right away. Great idea. It starts off, you have the original Iron Man, which, if you remember seeing the classic Iron Man from the comic books, he's a very bulky, yellow metaled Iron Man guy. And then, of course, he turns into the sleeker red and yellow one that we all kind of know and love today. And, of course, you see, the progression that it had. But the movie itself just really hits all the aspects that you want in a comic book movie. Great action, great comedy throughout the thing. Robert Downey Jr. is Tony Stark. I think that's why his success really drove well there. Really skyrocketed after this. And of course, it comes with the success of this movie came with a lot of drama too, which was kind of cool. Marvel was just kind of getting teetering, and then boom, this came out and exploded. That ending scene with Nick Fury and Samuel L. Jackson really kind of made people interested, and they didn't really know if there was anything happening at the, whenever they put the Nick Fury scene in there. But they kind of had an idea in the back of their head that this is going to happen. And with that success, it started. And, history ensues. Because of this success, comic book movies have exploded into this thing. And, as much as I love the original X-Men and what Hugh Jackman did to the Wolverine character, and as much as I loved the original Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, it was such a revolutionary film for me. Just seeing my favorite comic book hero up on the big screen was awesome. So, it's whatever. But Iron Man is always going to be a classic, and it's always going to be a film that is going to be in everybody's collection, if you ask me. So, Paul Rudd to 10, 9. This movie is definitely a 9. This is definitely an own, definitely a have to have. Definitely a movie to watch at least twice a year, if you ask me. So, that's going to be the beginning to the Path to Infinity Wars. Oh my God, I hate myself already. So, I will see you tomorrow. I'm going to check out that new Insidious movie. I'll give you a review of that tomorrow. Subscribe, leave me any comments, and I will see you guys on the flip side.